Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Derek from Strive. Today we are going to go over the 5 levels of nutrition. Okay, this is going to go through the levels of where you might find yourself as it goes to like nutrition, stuff like that. A lot of this is more about the technique. We all know that we end up counting macros here, and it's more about skill work than anything else. Knowledge is always out there. Do you have the skill to put your nutrition plan into your lifestyle? All right, and that's really what we're gonna go for. So if you want to think about this, this is sort of like college degrees and like your education level as we start going through this. All right, so the 5 levels of nutrition. Number 1 is going to be focusing on more on quality. Are you getting whole foods? Or are you eating all processed foods? Are you getting past your bad habits? Stuff like that. So you're really not really worried about tracking macros or anything like that, or using advanced diets or anything like that. It's more about, does your plate look good or not? And how can you get it that way? Are you getting enough protein? Things like that. So you're not really looking at numbers. It's more about, are you eating quality foods majority of the time? If you're a client here at Strive, this ends up becoming our level 1. And you can always live there. You can go more advanced. It really is up to you. Number 2 is we are now tracking. We're tracking our food. We are being aware of what's actually happening. Okay, so while this is quality, this is going to be more about quantity. Both go along with having a perfect nutrition plan, because both of them do actually matter. Okay, so you're actually tracking. You're planning your day. You're using MyFitnessPal and your food log to make your perfect plan. A lot of times, in my experience, when people graduate from here, they spend most of the time here. Okay, this is going to be majority of our schoolwork is learning how to track, how to look up foods, and how to create your own specific meal plan according to your day. Okay, and learning how to adjust on the things like that. All right. Once you graduate from that, we are going to go here. This would be our lifestyle mode. Most people do not graduate here or spend that much time here. This is when you can control portions visually. All right. This skill work is really helpful when you go out to dinner. This would be if you watch some of the other videos, the checks and balances. I'm gonna have this because I'm gonna not have this because I'm gonna have this later on. Or that looks like that's a whole lot of fat, so I'm going to do this. So you can visually control the portions, and you're pretty much spot on because you've done all this other stuff. Number 4 is, again, a little bit more advanced. It's phases. You're periodizing your nutrition. Okay, we can't diet year round. Okay, sometimes we have to maintain. Sometimes we want to get stronger and perform better in the gym. Sometimes we want to diet and lose weight. Okay. The more advanced phase is you're going through those phases and you're periodizing, just like people periodize their workouts. So you have a year-long plan as opposed to just day to day. And lastly is more advanced tactics like intermittent fasting. You're combining all these things like carb cycling, stuff like that. A lot of times people don't really have to go immediately to here just to get the certain stuff. It's more of the extra degree. Okay, same thing with the phases. A lot of times you don't really need to do that to get results. It's just more advanced techniques. Okay, as I mentioned, majority of people end up going here in order to get that lifestyle. So going through there. So as you look at this, really think about your lifestyle and where you're at. Where are you currently at this level, and what do you have to do to go on to the next level?